When considering a new home, the first question many people face is, should I buy or should I rent? For the most part, buying is seen as the go-to answer for many reasons. One of them is the standard, so I've figured it out, honey. If we cancel everything, we can be able to afford that place, because everybody says renting is paying someone else's bond off. So we definitely have to buy. Let's cancel everything and buy that place. Well, in this video, we're going to bust that myth and answer that question for you guys through a scenario where renting is probably better than buying, and why. When you should not buy a home, up next. Hey guys, welcome back to Money Talks with me, Nabeel Khan, where we get real in the conversation about money for you to build the right mindsets, habits, and education in your journey to financial freedom. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss any of my new videos. So before we get into the scenario, it's important to note that there are many factors to consider when it comes to making a decision on the place that you are going to stay in and how you are going to pay for it, like costs, lifestyle choices, and the time frame that you plan on staying in the place. And the purpose of this video is for you to understand that there isn't any real one way or another when it comes to these decisions, but they are the numbers. And a lot of people aren't looking at those numbers and buying because it's the thing to do, and not really considering the impact that it has on their personal finance, their savings, and their habits in the process. Luckily, there is a rent or buy calculator that exists that compares the property that you'd like to buy and suggests a mathematical break-even point of an amount that you can spend on rent that is better off for your pocket over the time frame. The calculator was built by the Rolling Alpha and is called the Rent or Buy Calculator. I've been using it for a while and it's quite a lacquer thing, guys. I've left a link to it in the description below. Go check it out after this video, and for now, let's take a look at the scenario. Mbali is wondering whether to buy a home for 1.4 million rand. She believes that the space is sufficient to live in for the next 10 years as she goes through financial life stage 1 and plans to move out once her family starts to grow and she needs a bigger space. She qualifies for a 10.25% interest rate and has a 10% deposit saved up. She wants to know if it makes sense to rent or buy the place. The answer lies in the return on investment, considering the factors. If she buys, her return will come from the home price growth rate, which is currently 3.8% a year. If she rents, she must consider the rental escalation, which is 6% currently, as well as the return she can get by investing the saved difference elsewhere in a fund giving an 8.5% return. Her transfer duty is 19,500 Rand, her conveyancing fee and registration costs are 36,800 Rand, and she plans on spicing the place up for 40,000 Rand. When she sells the home in 10 years, she must consider the estate agent commission of 6.5%, the cost of compliance certificates and bond cancellation fees, and budget for any costs of repairs and renovations before she sells the place. In addition to those costs, she has the costs for living in the house. If she owns the house, she will have to pay rates and taxes of 1,000 Rand, insurance of 600 Rand, levies of 2,500 Rand, water and electricity of 1,000 Rand, and annual maintenance of that property for 15,000 Rand. Versus renting, she'll only pay for utilities and insurance. So if she bought the place, she would have paid initial costs of 236,400 Rand. Her bond repayments would be 12,369 Rand, and her running costs of the home will be 6,350 Rand. Which means over the 10 years that she plans to live there, she would have paid a total of 2.6 million Rand. If she rented, she would have spent over the 10 years 277,000 Rand, and that leaves a lot of savings to be invested. However, if she bought, when she sells the place in 10 years, less all the costs of selling, she would have made 956,000 Rand. So, if we add the cost of owning the place, as well as the difference lost if she had invested the savings from renting, and we deduct the gain she makes on the property, then the calculated break-even point from the calculator says that if she can rent a similar home for less than 11,000 Rand a month, renting is more cost-effective than buying. So Mbali decided to rent and save the difference with no budget issues and a strong habit. And if you believe that renting is just giving money away, then it's important for you to also understand that owning through a loan and all those other costs is also giving money away. And either which way, it always comes down to the numbers. The bottom line should always be cash flow. Remember the rule, guys. More money in than money out is the only way for you to ease the pressure and unlock options for you in your journey to financial freedom. Go check out the calculator with the link below, and if you're financially ready to buy a place, go check out my video on the 5 steps to buying your first home. Let me know what you thought about this video and if it opened up your mind to really considering the effects of the money decisions you make, especially with the common but expensive financial decisions that we all have to make. Smash that subscribe button and share this video to help one more person in their journey with money, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.